testing the voice of the landscape speaker, testing the voice of the landscape. Where's the camera? Where's the camera? La 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 la. Okay, so this is the camera, so I've got to be looking here and be like, so sad. Okay. Am I talking right? I'm talking right. Okay. So mental transmutation. And see, today I'm made up, and today I'm sitting down. So today we're calmer than the last roller coaster video, but you know, we're getting there. We're learning. We're getting better, I guess. Oh, just stop talking like that. Okay. So what's going on? What's popping? What am I doing? Okay, so today we're talking about mental transmutation. What is transmutation? Transmutation is to change something from one state to another. Usually it's to change something from a lower state to a higher state. Like before, they usually, in the introduction, sorry for the awkward pauses, I'm just trying to like regather my thoughts, you know the drill. Anyway, let's just talk about it. When I'm talking about transmutation, in the past, people were really obsessed with gold before the invention of bills. So then people were always thinking about how to transmute base metals into gold. So that was it. I guess that was where the word transmutation really started getting used very well. But today we're going to be talking about mental transmutation, and we're going to be talking about like what is mental transmutation according to the K-Balloon. So you're gonna enjoy this, don't worry. And I did my makeup today, so I'm not put together, I'm lady. Oh, you know what? Okay, let me not say this is the intro. Okay, I'm going to say this is the intro. Oh my god, I need to learn how to make videos. So today we're going to be using my trusty notes, and I've already written things down, and I didn't write this one down from my head this time. I actually did my research. Is this the camera? Is that the camera? Bitch, I don't know. Bitch, we're just gonna do this the Mitota way, There is no way in the Mitota way, I guess. So let's just get into this. Let me read it like a newscaster, because if I try to start talking and cramming it and giving it back to you like I'm a genius that can just be saying it from my brain, that's just gonna be very chaotic, because like I'm just going to keep forgetting what I want to say. So today I don't want to make a very long video like the last one, so I'll just try to be straight to the point. So from the K-Balloon, everything that I'm reading here is from the K-Balloon, so all recent, because they use a lot of kind of old words there. So as we had stated, the Hermetics were the original alchemists, astrologers, psychologists, and Hermes, having been the founder of the schools of thought. It was said that modern astronomy was grown from astrology, and modern chemistry was grown from alchemy. Then modern psychology was grown from mystic psychology. So we shouldn't think that the ancients were ignorant of that which the modern schools supposed to be their exclusive property, because it's not. They stole most of those information from the past. They just took the outer ones that they could understand, just like sometimes trying to do this video, and the ones that they didn't like, they discarded it, and they really took, but really they didn't even get to the source of anything. Anyway, this is actually my words, so let's just get it out. The truth is that beneath the material chemistry, astronomy, and psychology, that is psychology, and normally the psychology that we're used to is psychology in the brain state alone, not the art. It's just they don't treat the cause, they treat the effects, you understand? So that's the psychology now that we're talking about. The ancients possessed a knowledge of transcendental astronomy called astrology, which astrology now, and astronomy, it's different. Astronomy is like the stars and the scientists one, and astrology is our zodiac, blah, 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 which is more like, it's easier but it's also harder. So and transcendental chemistry called alchemy, and a transcendental psychology called mystic psychology. So transcendental means going beyond the limits of human knowledge, experience, or reasoning, especially in religious or spiritual way. So they possess the inner knowledge as well as the outer knowledge, while the modern scientists only possess the outer knowledge. I guess I want to say something like that. So among the many what's this branches of knowledge among the many branches of knowledge possessed by the Hermetics was one known as mental transmutation. So I guess by now you'll have like gotten an idea about mental transmutation. If you don't know, am I audible enough? I should be. Wait, did you just see on top of my head? Girl, this is getting great. Anyway, so among the many branches of knowledge possessed by the Hermetics was one known as mental transmutation. So transmutation is a term usually employed to designate the ancient art of the transmutation of metals. I already said that. So like the transmutation of metal, particularly of the base metal, into gold. The word transmute means to transform. It means to transform. Mental transmutation means the art of changing and transforming mental states, forms, and conditions into others. So mental transmutation is basically changing like your vibe, your vibration, your thoughts, like changing it from like sad to happy, not being over spooked by anything that's happening. So like my dummy, she's at the background. So she's in this video too. Sorry about that. I just realized that she's at the back. She's the one that was wearing this wig. So should I leave her or should I remove her? Well, I'm taking her out, but she already started. She's already in the video. Let's leave her here. Don't get too scared. This is a wig cap. Did I just get distracted again? Okay, sorry about that. So she's still there. Okay, I take her away so she doesn't spook the video. Oh my. So yeah, my camera setup is very horrible. So yeah. Anyway, so as I was saying, transforming one mental state into another. So you may say that mental transmutation is the act of mental chemistry, and if you like the term, it's a form of mystic psychology. So do you understand why they be saying mystic psychology? Because mystic psychology is not like one hard thing, it's not usual witchcraft, it's not like something that is not comprehensible. Mystic psychology is basically knowing like the causes of deep down in the human mind, really knowing yourself and really like being this means far more than it appears though, because like transmutation, alchemy, chemistry and transmutation, alchemy and chemistry on the mental plane is important enough in its effects, but like as in that is just those are just the effects. Those chemistry and transmutation and alchemy is the effect, but like that's not where it stopped. But if that stopped there, to still be one of the like most interesting branches of psychology, and it's still be kind of important and still be fascinating, but it doesn't stop there. As in mental transmutation is a part of the principle of mentality, which is the first principle of the first hermetic principle, and the axiom for the principle of mentalism is that the all is mind and the universe is mental, which means that the underlying reality of the universe is the mind, and the universe is mental. That is, everything is existing in the mind of the all. As we proceed, we'll learn more about this principle. Let us see the effect of the principle. So if the universe is mental in its nature, and then mental transmutation, the mental transmutation must be the art of changing the conditions of the universe along the lines of matter, force, and mind. So basically what this is saying is that, like, if you say the universe is mental, then you being able to change your mental state from one vibration to another, from one state to another, means that, like, yeah, one way or another you're practicing the principle of mentalism. And I'm very sure that most of us are had to like console ourselves at one point to about to like make our feeling of anger not really take over us, or feeling of sadness not take over us, you know. Well, we always try, as in, we should have one way or another as human living in this world, especially me as a Nigerian, you know, like, I know even before reading mental transmutation, I already knew that like it's not something that is like new to me. So you see, mental transmutation is really the magic that the ancient writers had so much to say in their mystical works, and about which they gave few instructions. You know, that if you are reading all these like some Book of Moses and some like magical books, all these kind of books, there's some things there. If they write like some mystical sayings and words or something, someone who doesn't know will think it's something extremely special or something that like you cannot like figure out, but really it's probably something very simple. That's why anytime I approach all these tests, I'm always, you know, kind of open-minded and ready to receive whatever, because really I can't open a book and say, yeah, I want this book to give me prosperity. What if the book was not really written for prosperity? Because, you know, in those days they usually try to cover up things. So anytime I'm reading any like historical book, I just want to like know what the book is trying to tell me, you understand, not what I want to gain from the book, you understand. So like that what I'm saying. So you see why it's because if all be mental, then the art which enables one to transmit mental conditions must render the person the controller of the material condition, as well as those ordinarily called mental self. I mean, you know, those masters and all those like magicians usually here in the past, like we hear about them bringing earthquake and Moses separating the Red Sea and blah 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 blah. I guess those are just like paradoxes or something like that, or like their power, even if it was real and their power was real, their power was it purely had to be mental. It had nothing to do with, as in, all those like human sacrifices or whatever people think about stuff like that. So, and these masters are, you know, better equipped, and they know that the universe is mental, so they use their mind, you know, well. As in, and those masters, like people like Ems, those masters people went to see in Egypt, they were going there to see them because of their mental capabilities and because of, you know, what those people knew, you know. But, you know, students of lesser degree than those masters, the innocent and teachers and curious people like us, we were able to work on the mental plane freely in mental transmutation, you understand? Even if we are not able to perform any outward thing or do any like mentalist trick or mentalism anything, but we can know that like we can change our mental state from one point to another, and we can raise our mental vibration from one point to another. We know that we can always evolve our mind. So even if we cannot do anything so outrageous, we can always, you know, excel on the mental plane. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, so like the student and practitioner of mental transition works among the mental plane, transmitting mental condition and state it is into others. Not only may the mental state of oneself be changed or transmitted by the emitted method, but also the state of others may also as well be transmitted, and everybody's like mental state are constantly being transmitted in the same way, usually unconsciously, but often can also be done consciously by understanding the laws and principles. So you won't be flipping out all willy-nilly, you know. You just chill and just not like anything happening and this crazy or you know, freak you out. I just wanted to do like a kind of short video today, just mental transmutation, show you all that I can do my makeup, and you know, just chill. But the next thing we're going to be talking about is the oil, and we're going to dive into the oil. And I've actually made the notes of the oil. I don't know if this thing is going to focus. Yeah, I don't know even if I want you all to see my handwriting. It's kind of crazy.